Peace, brothers and sisters in humanity. Anyway, today I came to talk about another hadith. This is في الصحيحين البخاري ومسلم. Yeah. This hadith amazes me. It really does amaze me. And they try and explain it. They try to explain a hadith. So the Quran, hadith explains the Quran, and then someone else explains the hadith, and then after all this, someone else comes and explains the hadith of the explanation of the explanation. Right, mental, isn't it? So you can play with this hadith however you want. Anyway, this hadith is amazing. Is God comes down, right? And Abi Huraira, I told you Abi Huraira, man, he is a made-up character. And Abu Huraira, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ينزل ربنا تبارك وتعالى إلى السماء الدنيا كل ليلة حين يبقى ثلث الليل الآخر فيقول من يدعوني فأستجب له من يسألني فأعطيه من يستغفرني فأغفر له حتى ينفجر الفجر. This is the متفق على صحته. That means الإجماع. This hadith is authentic, right? To me, it's not authentic at all. I mean, God comes down, right? So, let's just hear how, hey, Shamsi fans, right? He's got a lot of fans, Shamsi. Let's just see how Shamsi is going to twist that. Well, let me say it in English first, right? So, every night, the last third of the night, God comes down to the sky, right? Come down to the first sky, right? The sky of our sky, right? And then he forgives whoever asks him for forgiveness. He gives to people like whatever they want. Or basically, whoever prays to me, I'll accept his permission. So this hadith is telling you, the last third of the night, God comes down to the sky, to the sky, and then he starts accepting the offerings of people. Yeah, basically, if you pray to him, he will accept it, right? Until daylight. Okay, this is in English, right? Let's just say it's the same in Arabic, right? I would not. I might make a mistake in translating a word because sometimes it's hard. I admit, sometimes it's hard to find the right word because Arabic is way richer than English, right? It's richer, a lot richer, right? But let's just see how Mufti Shamsi is Algerian as well. Yeah, he's my brethren.
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi man walah. A brother sent me a video speaking about the meaning of the hadith ينزل ربنا إلى سماء الدنيا, that our Lord descends to the lowest heaven. The meaning of the hadith that Allah's mercy come closer, and he was saying to me, according to him.
See how he said it? So I said it. It's not me, it's him. It's him. Him and his followers of the books behind him, you know, all the red books and beautiful books, right? They're coming up with crap because anyone that can read normal Arabic, right? So I need Shamsi now to explain this hadith to me, and this hadith is supposed to be explained in the Quran to me. You understand? But I need Shamsi to explain to me the Arabic in this hadith, right? He says the mercy of Allah, yeah, comes down. But here in the hadith, there is no mercy of Allah. There's no the mercy of Allah. There is God coming down. Right? It's not Tanzilu Rahmatu Rabbina. It would have been like this. It would have been Tanzil Rahmatullah. But this hadith said, Yanzilu Rabbuna. Allah comes down to the first sky. See how they lie because they're embarrassed with these hadiths, right? Because they're embarrassed with these hadiths, right? Because they can't really debate these hadiths. They come up with a different. Even the hadith doesn't say it. Even the hadith doesn't say it. So how do I listen to Mr. Shamsi when even the hadith is not saying the mercy of Allah? He said Allah Himself. So whoever wrote, so the Prophet can't speak. Do you understand? Can't speak Arabic, the Prophet now. He can't speak Arabic because he couldn't say the mercy of Allah comes down until Shamsi came up with it. Amazing, astonishing. That's why they keep changing. That's why they leave the weak, they leave the strong in their books. They will never get rid of them because one day they might need that weak hadith. They're gonna make it authentic, and they're gonna use it. That's why they keep them in there. Right? That's why they keep them in there because they're handy. Those hadiths, right? They're all handy to them. So, Mr. Shamsi, please reply to this. All right? You're a fan, yeah? You have a lot of fans, yeah? One of his fans, go and tell him, how the hell did he explain it that way? Where is Rahmatu Rabbuna here? What's Rahmatu Rabbuna? Where is the word Rahmah in this hadith? For him to explain it that way. So you can just make up any shit and you put it on your hadith and explain it how you want. So I can put any word I want. So you're not just changing, obligating the Quran. So you're obligating the hadith as well. You can play with it however you want. So it's a mess, basically. But I don't go there. I don't talk to you. First of all, how does he come down? How does he come down? So it has to be somewhere. Yeah? It has to be somewhere because obviously you believe. So even if you say this is Rahmah, whatever, but you said the Prophet goes to him. So God is somewhere. See, Allah is somewhere. For the Prophet Muhammad to go to him, Allah must be somewhere, right? So that hadith we will definitely contradict whatever he's saying. So why does he come? How does he come down? Has he got wings or something? What is it? Has he got shape? As God has a shape, right? And why does he come down? Why does a God, Allah, right? Allah, why does he need to come down? Why does he need even his rahmah to come down, his blessing to come down? What does he need that? I don't understand. Even if you put blessing there, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Even if you switch it, it still doesn't work. Right? Still doesn't work. Because your hadith doesn't work like the Quran. So you can't use the meaning of the Quran to put it on your hadith. It doesn't work. Because you change in words. You added a word. You said, تنزل رحمة ربنا. No, it didn't say that. ينزل ربنا. You can't. Don't. Please don't. You just dig in another hole. To be honest, you just dig in another hole, right? Because linguistically that doesn't work, right? So I'll have to read the Prophet's brain. We have to read the Prophet's brain. That he's not saying that. He means that. He doesn't say that. He means that instead of that. So everyone can come and do his own reading, basically. However you want to read it, you read it. The rest, whatever he said after that is just gibberish, right? Gibberish. We're bringing verses that means nothing. And the problem is, right? The problem is, they're saying the last third of the night. It will not say the whole hadith, obviously. He said the last third of the night. But we know, the fact is, we know that the night here and the night in Australia and the night in America, and the night in Saudi Arabia, and the night in Alaska, and the night in Siberia. It's not the same, is it? It's not the same, is it? It's not. So our third night here, in Australia is probably the day. In America, it's definitely the day. So does this God keep coming down, or does he stay down then? It must be, he must stay down because, or he keeps coming down, up and down. This God, who he comes down to the sky, that means he's smaller than the sky. If he has to come to the sky and the sky fits him, so he's definitely smaller than the sky, right? And the timing, please the timing. What timing are you talking about? Australian time or English time or Chinese time, whatever time this God comes down? Or does he only come down to the Arabs? Even the Arabs, the time is not the same. I don't understand. I really don't. Now we talk about the Quran now. I'll talk to you, Shamsi, with the Quran, right? And you can twist and go around the bushes for you fans to believe you. But whatever you're saying is definitely dumb and it's definitely stupid and it's not even in your hadith. So you just added something on. Like you added something about the Prophet committing suicide. He actually come up with something entirely different. They explain however they want. Surah Qaf, chapter 50, verse 16. وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. We created the human, and we know what he whispers to himself. We are closer to him than his jugular vein. So God doesn't have to go somewhere, nowhere, down. Even His mercy doesn't have to come down. His mercy is everywhere. So He knows what you want. You know what you're thinking. He knows everything. He's closer to you, right, than a juggler van. It doesn't have to go anywhere. It doesn't have to move, right? Chapter 43, verse 84. Surah Al-Zukhruf. وهو الذي في السماء إله وفي الأرض إله وهو الحكيم العليم. He is the one who is God on earth, on the heaven, and a God is not a God, it's ilah, but it's okay. That's the closest I can find. And a God on earth, He is the most wise, the omniscient. So, He is God up in the sky, and He's ilah in the sky, and ilah on earth. So His rahmah is everywhere. So it doesn't, even if His rahmah doesn't need to come down. Doesn't. Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 186. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. When my servants ask you about me, I'm always near. I'll answer their prayers when they pray to me. The people shall respond to me and believe in me in order to be rational. So it's simple, isn't it? Simple. It's close. Right? It's close. His rahmah is close. His blessings are close. They don't need to come down. Right? Chapter 42, verse 11. فاطر السماوات والأرض جعل لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا ومن الأنعام أزواجا يذرأكم فيه ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. The initiator of the heavens and the earth, He created for you from among yourselves pairs, and the animals in pairs. He thus provides you the means to multiply. There is nothing like Him. There is absolutely nothing like Him. Absolutely. So you can't really talk about Him coming down, or Him has a hand, or has a leg, or has anything, has a head, has eyes, like you say. Shamsi, I heard you saying it yourself, right? He's got a hand, but not like your hand and my hand. So by saying He's got a hand, that means God has a shape, right? He tries to say, it's not a real hand, it's like the clock hand. Does the clock have a hand? Well, the clock doesn't have a hand. It has things that moves. Yeah? When you say God has a hand, but it's not like your hand, that means still He has a hand. You know what I mean? He still has a hand. Even if not what you think, but He still has a hand. And the fact is, when God said Yadullah, it doesn't mean Yadullah. Doesn't mean His hand. Doesn't mean His hand. It means what He gives, like His blessings, His... Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean He has a hand. Right? It hasn't got shape. The hand in Arabic doesn't mean a hand, literally a hand. But you don't know that, Shamsi. You know Arabic. You know your books, but I don't think you know that. But you should go and check it out. What the word hand means, right? In Arabic. Al-yad. Yadullah. Look for it, Shamsi. I don't think you know. I really don't think you know, because he keeps saying he's got a hand, but it's not like ours. Instead of saying exactly what it is, you would just say it's not literal hand. The word means something else. But I won't say it today. I will come to you with a good, when it comes to it, I don't want to repeat myself all the time. So when it comes to it, I'll explain all this about like chopping hands off, Yadullah, the hands of God, all this jihad, the word jihad, the word shaheed, all these words in the Quran, what they mean exactly. Because this lot believe God comes down and God has got a foot. He's going to put his foot in heaven, in hell, and he's got a hand, he's got eyes, he's got a head. You know what I mean? Because they're using their Arabic against the Quran Arabic. That's why they're using their Arabic. They're explaining the Quran with their Arabic instead of explaining it with the Quranic Arabic, which has nothing to do with their Arabic. Peace out.